Hi, thanks for joining Big City Chefs Online. I'm Tom Stieber, CEO and co-owner of Big City Chefs. And you can catch me and the rest of our crazy Big City Chefs gang on Food Network. That's right. So for details, visit our website at bigcitychefs.com or look for Big City Chefs on Facebook and Twitter. We're here today for a little demonstration with Chef Josh, one of our very popular teaching chefs. Raise the roof, Josh. Woo. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about pasta today. If you're like me, you've probably never made pasta at home. Yeah, fresh pasta. Tell me about fresh pasta. Why is it better, or when do you use it instead of dried pasta?
It tastes fresher, texture's better. It's not hard to make unless you don't have a pasta roller. It can make it a little hard.
Okay.
But if you got a pasta roller, which a lot of KitchenAid appliances come with the attachment for, then that's cool, it'll work. But, we're going to use the Italian old school kind.
Okay, now how much actual hands-on time can I expect when I'm doing pasta?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay.
20 minutes.
I can do that. That's not so bad.
I think so.
Okay.
It takes about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes to bring together the dough, then anywhere between 3 and 20 minutes to roll it out, depending on how fast you go and how good you are.
Okay, that sounds good. That's a plan. Let's. Why don't you go ahead and start showing us how to do this? Okay.
Spillage is okay.
And this is just right now egg and flour.
Egg and flour.
Okay.
This is called the well method. Italian grandmas have been doing this for a couple of years. And as soon as you feel like it's together enough to start using your hands, do so. That's up to you. Just make a big shaggy mess of it all. Doesn't really matter. It's all going to look messy for a minute. I'll fall that egg yolk. Bring it together. And just keep pressing it together until it comes into a dough, which it will.
So this looks like fun, actually.
It is like fun. It is fun. If you tend to have a little bit dry pasta working with you, feel free to add in a tablespoon, half a tablespoon of water, a little bit at a time. What do you do if it's too wet?
Add flour.
Add flour.
That's it. So it's not too scientific. Just go by feeling, right? Yeah.
If it feels sticky,
yeah,
make it not feel sticky.
Okay.
I added a tiny bit more flour. That's all I'll need to add. Just takes up the rest of the moisture. And you knead it for a couple minutes. Or you can wrap it in plastic and come back to kneading it later. And then it will all come together quite famously. Easy peasy.
All right.
Now wait.
This is something you could do even at a party with friends. Everyone could
I've
do
done
their
this
own.
with friends at lots of parties.
Yeah. Oh, I like the sound of that. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Herbs, fresh herbs, right?
Fresh herbs.
Anything goes, right? So.
Actually, you know what? You don't want to use fresh herbs. Reason being, when you try to roll it out in the pasta, it rips.
Okay. Could you
do a puree?
Okay, that's a good idea. So
herb puree.
Okay. Now would that add a lot of moisture to the pasta?
Yes, it would.
So you need to do a lot more.
Variables.
Yeah. So you just got to play around and get used to that, right?
So knead it until it looks like a dough.
There you go. That looks like a dough.
Wrap it in plastic wrap, which is an absolutely essential step. Gotta wrap it in plastic wrap.
Okay.
Gotta keep that moisture in. Let the flour reabsorb all leftover moisture. And that's it. So, we got our pasta ready to go, ready to roll.
How long was this resting for?
It rests for about a half an hour.
Okay, great.
For about a half an hour. We're going to roll that out. Before we roll that out, we're going to make our pasta sauce. Very simple pasta sauce. We're going to use some tomatoes, some garlic, some onions, some parsley, and some lemon. That's it. No white wine. Oh, and a couple herbs. Herbs here. Sliced or diced, doesn't matter. Cut it up, break it down. Tomato sauce. Hook up the olive oil. If you think you got enough in there, put in more. Add a pinch of salt. Salt does a few things. Draws out moisture and swells your taste buds. That's why you put salt in everything. Lets you taste everything a little bit more because your taste buds are bigger. Now, it's still drawing out moisture to help the sweating process and speed it up. Now, crushed or sliced garlic, whatever, it's up to you. If you want to slice it with a razor blade like in Goodfellas, go ahead. Otherwise, you can break it with your knife. Doesn't matter. Just get some garlic into the pan. Not yet, though. Let those onions soften up. We're also going to need some lemon zest. If you got a lemon zester, fantastic. Use that. I'm just going to cut off hunks of yellow. No white pith. No white pith. We just want to have some yummy lemon flavor, and these will be easy to take out. So, we have a few herbs here. You can put in one or all of them. Parsley, oregano, thyme, rosemary. If you want to throw in basil, cool. Like I said, all these herbs or one of them, doesn't matter. Little chili flake for some nice peppery flavor, and the parsley, fresh parsley, will go in at the end. Dried herbs, garlic, lemon zest. Here we go. Let it it toast up, and then we'll add our tomatoes. So now we got everything sauteing up. If you want to let it saute longer, fine, but it's ready to go right now. I have whole tomatoes here in their juices. Break the tomato up, squish it up, each one. Use a knife if you want, but that's not a lot of fun. Get your hands in there, break them up a little bit. Big old chunks of tomato are a good thing. All right, well here's our finished dough product. I have half of it over there. I'm only rolling out half right now. Let's start cranking it through our pasta machine. Get it rolled out. I like to start on the lowest setting twice. Go through a couple times on the lowest setting.
And what does that do as you're cranking it?
It just makes it a little more even.
Okay.
Makes it easier to
Thinning
turn.
it, yeah.
And then crank it down, and it gets thinner. Oh, got it. Almost done. People will get the idea. So we have our rolled out sheet of pasta here. Now we're going to cut it into whatever shape you like. If you want to have rag strips and just tear it, that's fine. We're going to cut fettuccine strips. And that's it.
Oh. That looks delicious. Awesome. Cannot wait to try that.
All right. Hot water. Bunch of salt. Make it taste like ocean water. Now, to finish our sauce, chop parsley.
It smells so good, John. Oh.
Italian flat leaf parsley is the only parsley that should be on this planet. Why is there curly parsley? I have no idea. It doesn't taste as good, look as good, or have as much nutrition. Toss it up, make sure all the pasta is coated. Get out any and all lemon peel that we added for our flavor. Those aren't meant to be eaten. We take those out. I took out all of them already. I think we're good. It's time to eat.
Looks delicious. Are you my new daddy?
That costs extra.
Okay. Oh, this is beautiful.
It's kind of hot, Tom.
Okay.
So once you dive in.
All right, I'll dive in. I'll try one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're running out of time.